Seasons come and go, but Jesus, you remain the same.
Welcome to Diaries of a Lukewarm Christian. My name is Kamau, and this is episode 3 of our life series. Our life series. Basically, this is my 2023 in review, and this is just a video idea that I got from Evelyn from the internet. She's an amazing YouTuber. She does like these reviews, which are really, really amazing. And I was like, hey, you are doing YouTube stuff. You might as well take this opportunity to just like come on and work on your video, like looking at the camera, which I have not done this whole video, but it's something I should do, and is what I'm trying to do right now. So welcome to this episode of my 2023 in review. And so I just really want to like appreciate, first of all, each and every person who watches this video. I really enjoy the thought of you having to click on this video or like or like click on a link and like you actually being here. Like I really appreciate that you thought this video would bring so much value to you of the time of your day. You just stopped everything. You said, hey, Hans posted, and it's like, hey, you're here. I love that. It's a very, very funny thought to me. It's a very beautiful thought. I really appreciate, like, truly, wow. I really like whenever, like, I always like to, I've always been like learning. People always tell me to like pray, and every time I pray, like whenever like I read like videos, like the people I watch them, I pray that they impacted like positively to whatever, like, anything that I do. So like really, I do not take your clicking on this video for granted. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, love you for that. I guess I should start off with where I came into this year with. So like, whoa, where was Hans? What is Hans doing? So, what is my energy, right? So I think I came into this year feeling very confident in myself, in what I could do, in how I could present myself. I was very confident in that, in what my plans were. So in terms of this year I had 4 plans basically. At the start of the year, just basically to what was my plans? My plans were to pass school, join the basketball team, become more confident, and start a YouTube channel. So, spoiler alert, I've only done 3 of the 4 of those things, right? So, yeah, 3 or 4 things. And obviously, it's a YouTube channel, so I started that. So, you know that. I joined the basketball team. You know that. I'm confident. I don't know what to say about that one. That one is like it's in the spirit of confidence. I'll say I'm more confident. So that's the other 4. Did I pass school? That's the one. No, I didn't. I did not. And that's why I said my 2023 started in September, because that's where I feel like that's where like I feel like, why do I feel like that's where my life started? Why do I feel like I wasn't living life before I failed? Because failing gives you the taste of life. No, it doesn't. So in September, I think that me not doing well at school, and actually why I didn't do well is because I don't know how to be confident in what's the word for, so basically the word for you not being able to endure. I'm not able to endure. I'm not able to be like to think that things will get better. So if I think things are done, most likely I'm just gonna give up, because I feel like, damn, I do that a lot. Oh my god, that is what I am. I give up a lot. Like when I think situations are hopeless, I'm like, bro, I'm done with this. And that has actually, like, I'm just like, whoa. Because when I thought about that, I thought about another situation that I was in. I was like, oh my god, that happens a lot in my life. Like when I think situations are like hopeless, I just give up, and And this was basically just another representation, maybe on a bigger scale, because like I think definitely like when you failing school is like it's connected to so many people. Because like okay, your parents are paying school fees, your family's waiting for you, not waiting, but like your family's what is anticipating, friends, family, friends, hey, graduation next year. What's when was we prepare for graduation? Oh, and it's like about that. Okay. So I think that's that. Um yeah, so I think that's where I think that is I'm so lost now. I don't know where we are. I've stopped. I've like okay. This video is basically going to be a collection of thoughts. So like it's not going to have like a linear, like this. It's going to be like da 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 da. Da. It's going to be everywhere. So yeah, let's just start there. So yes, that's where I believe school started. That's where I believe my 2023 started, September, when I gave up. And September. Why do I say September? Because if you look back, so like if you like like press down on like not press down, but if you push the video down on my channel and you go to like September, there's this video called September, and that video was basically shot at, was it my lowest? I wouldn't want to say it was. Yo, I think that was like me. That was like that point where that video was shot was me. That was the first time I'd probably gotten up from my bed in 2 weeks. I think that was the first time. That was the first time because I just received such a burst of energy from watching like YouTube videos. Like, because that's all I was doing for 2 weeks straight. Before that video, I was just in bed. That was one of the worst times of my life. I isolated myself, declined calls, because I'm still at school at this point. I'm supposed to be studying. I'm supposed to be working on assignments and everything. I'm just in bed doing absolutely nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing, doing absolutely nothing, just literally sitting down. And so for those 2 weeks, it was just that, just that, just that, just that, just that. Um, what did that teach me? What did that teach me? What that taught me and what I'm still learning today is that just taught me a lot about um God being able to use your to being able to use okay up the okay, it's good. God being able to use not your mistakes, your misses. I don't know what the word is, but God being able to use your misses for good. Because what was designed to destroy me, I think this is a Bible verse, but what was designed to destroy me, what was designed to literally just leave me feeling so worthless, so like just down on everything. Like God just like said, let me just do one, two, three, and just create a new, just birth life from like the ashes of where I was. So from that UJ bed, just from those ashes, God just formed me into like a new being. And so what that time taught me was just like a new way to look at God, a new way to just appreciate God's goodness. I think for those 2 weeks, it was just like, I don't know what I'm saying now, but as I said, this video is going to be a collection of thoughts. I've not really thought too much. What? 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 Not the guy with pages of notes saying I've not thought about this. Um, so so yeah, that is where I feel like that was the biggest moment for me, of 2023, was basically just like not doing well at school. Um, what did go well? What did go well? I'm so prone to like focus on the negatives. I think one of the few points that I really like to like just be like, hey, hey, 2023, you shot out there, was my supervisor. I think a lot of this video is gonna be me speaking about school, because like school covers my That's like 65% of my life. School, because I was a university student, so like school is like everything. You're there for like 11 months out of 12, so it's like boom, school, right? But like literally, my supervisor, his name was Tabo. Oh my days, one of the most amazing, amazing, amazing supervisors I've ever had, because it was just such a I'm a social worker. I'm a social work student. So basically, you have like supervisors to supervise your work, make sure you're on track, make sure you do everything right and everything you're on track and with everything and stuff. But then, why I really love this experience with this supervisor in particular was how he challenged me. I think he's one of the first supervisors that looked beyond my academic work and like really challenged me on like a personal level. And so um, uh I remember this one supervision session that we had. So I do supervision like a group of like maybe 3 or 4 other people. Oh, yeah, maybe there were 5 people in there. And so after the session, it was good. It's just a normal supervision session. Then afterwards, he's like, all right, boom, we're done. Everybody can leave. We're gonna leave. Yo, Hans, just stay around. I wanna just like chat to you a little bit. Boom, everyone's done. I'm like, all right, cool, cool. Everyone leaves. And then it's just me and him now. And he's like, Hans, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like, yo, one of the craziest moments I've ever. Because like a supervisor usually is supposed to be like a very, very what like academic person, but he's like, what is like you being quiet? Like you're so intelligent, but you being quiet is stopping you from so many opportunities. And it was just like that was like the first moment where he really like it really like I needed that. I needed to hear someone like because I think my whole academic career I've never had anyone challenge me on a personal side along with my academic side. So I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say that I'm a bad student. I'm a good student. I would say I'm a good student, and most of my lecturers like we have a good relationship. But like as a supervisor, he was like one of the first to like challenge me to really like want to develop not just like academic but also socially, also like in my leadership characteristics, in my being able to speak and being able to express myself, which I've often found is very, very hard for me. Often, a lot is very, very hard for me to do. Being able to express myself, being able to express myself. I don't think he swore. Let's just add that for effect. Damn, what? I think he swore. Now I'm thinking back. I'm like, no, I didn't do that. I think that's how it sounded in my head. That's how it sounded in my head. So yeah, so that was like supervision. Supervision was one of the biggest lessons that I've had this year. Supervision, very, and it also influenced a lot of like how I want to be how authenticity as a social worker. That's another thing that I learned. Like I think for so long I've maybe even also as a person, but for so long I've always tried to like live by what other people would think of me or what other people or what I've seen other people do and has worked well. And I'm like, okay, so clearly that's the way to do things. So I think this year as well, especially coming from supervision, is just trying to develop a sense of authenticity to who I am. What is my voice? What do I like doing? What don't I like doing? Who is Hans? Who is Hans? That is actually one of the biggest questions that I've had to ask myself this year. And in answering that, I feel like a lot of it has come to Jesus. Jesus. I think that in answering that question, I've learned that I may not fully know who I am, unfortunately, like who I am, like everything about me. But I know that a big, shit, all of it actually. Hey, all of it, because He has to live in us, right? So all of it is in Jesus. And what that means for me is also like me trying to 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 think less of myself, to be less of myself as well, and to be more of Jesus. And one of the biggest like experiences this year as well has been for me is rediscovering God, rediscovering who He is. So honestly, this year has um I know I've started like this channel as well, like Christian content and on Caesar of the Cross as well, but I don't think that I would call myself a Christian for maybe what since when? What is that? Like 9 months? September is 9 months of the year. So and even longer. I think for this is now what 2020 since 2020 for 3 4 years now that has been the biggest struggle. I'll say since late 2020 until maybe September of 2024 2023 sorry. It has been one of the biggest challenges is me developing not me developing but me staying in a relationship with God. That has been one of the biggest struggles. And so I feel like another thing that 2023 has taught me, although it was late, but is that I want God to be a big part of to be in me and to be with me and to lead me and to grow me. And what I've been enjoying as well is how imperfect I am. And I think when like people speak about like God or speak about like yo I want God to be in me and like there's always this like maybe it's for me especially but like there's always this like in the back of my mind, oh that means you're perfect, oh that means like you do everything well or you think well or you do well, you do everything well. Nope. uh since I've rediscovered God, I've changed. I've definitely changed. I have changed. You can definitely see more fruits of the spirit in me. But there's still so much that I think I'm still working on. There's so much that I'm still like surprised that damn, we're still dealing with this. Like damn, how's we still think like this? What's going on? It's like there's still so much of that, and it's like there's so much of me wanting to not wanting. It's me like wanting like a quick fix to my life and treating God like a quick fix. Like oh you don't like this? Boom. Just plaster of Jesus on my life and then everything's gonna be okay. And it's me disregarding the relationship and the journey like aspect of God. And yeah, so I think that has been the other thing this year that's taught me. Like you have to in rediscovering and building a relationship with God, it's actually having to be a relationship with ups and downs, with imperfect parts of me because of my flesh, and like relying on like God's never changing character to be the shining light, to be the crown jewel, to be the what are the synonyms, to be the diamond in the rough of this rough, which is me. Yeah. And also me. Hey, thank you. Okay, that's true. And also like yo, you're doing good as well. It's also learning to love myself as well. That's another thing this year. It's like learning to like appreciate the good characters that I have, and also learning to just like love myself more as well. To to enjoy being Hans, to enjoy being Hans, and like everything about me, like just everything, like from my body to like my the mind and everything. It's like yeah, I think that's also something. And as I said before, it is a journey and it is a relationship. So it's like there's good days, there's bad days. So you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that is that. What else? 2023. What 2023 bring? Um, I guess when I'm not at school, what else? 2020 brought a very a lot of clarity, yes, and that is the main word for this next part of the video, which is relationships. And what type of relationships? Romantic relationships with females. Yeah. That has been also a very big part of big part. Yes, it has been a big part of my life. Definitely, it has been of this year actually. If I look back and I'm like, yo, this moment right now is maybe the first moment where I can be like, there's no like I'm like single in every aspect of that word. Of like I'm not like I know this girl does like me. I know she does. I know she. Like, I know like everything is just like like very. There's so much clarity. But how did I get here? Is where I feel like my 2023 was interesting. So uh this is the part where you go. Oh, sorry. It was the part where um it gets very open and very descriptive of certain life experiences which involve girls or three girls, which is very weird to speak about, especially because it's like damn how they take it, how they not. So it's like very weird to speak about this, but hopefully I speak with love, with like amazing, like those are such amazing girls. But yeah, so I think that's where I'm coming from. Like love, no ill hatred or anything like that. It's just like amazing. And learning. It's also like okay, next thing. Oh, not next thing, but like big point is like even though I am sharing a lot about like this part especially, it's like I'm not just sharing it to like just for the sake of it, for any like for hopefully and hopefully it doesn't come like this come off like this, but any self gratification or any like hatred or any targeted like subliminal messages. This for me is like why I really wanted to also like include this part as well, is because I think that a lot of people are going through this, and like I just want to like give you like my own advice to be like, hey, if you're in this type of situation with a girl or anything like this is how I think you should handle, or this is how I definitely terribly handle a lot of situations. This is how you can do better. And or this is how life is. And hey, sometimes the stuff like this happens, and it's gonna be okay, because it's gonna be okay. Trust me, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's speak about like situation wise. That's much better. Situation wise. So situation. Okay, this is weird, but like situation number one was with this girl, and uh, I basically so amazing girl. I met her in 2022, 2022, late 2022. Wow, amazing girl. Wow, wow. You just think about like a girl that you very like, wow. Like, wow. Like, hey, yeah, she's very special. She's very special. Met in 2023, kicked it off, amazing stuff, with just speaking, doing well. Oh my God, speaking about God's going, oh my days. Wow. She was amazing, man. She was amazing. All right, let's get to the point. So, yeah. So, basically, shit off November, December, like we're just still speaking. And this point is like very, very intentional. It's very intentional about. It's not necessarily. It was not a relationship. It's just like we're just very intentional about like being with each other and being like speaking and talking every day. Just trying to like maintain that, just that interaction just as much as possible. And then guess who had to? Guess who had to uh mess it up? But I'll try to use the other word, but I'll just stick to mess it up for now. Guess who had to mess it up? Uh so basically I broke up with her out of nowhere. And that and when I say out of nowhere, I mean out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It was out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Where I just basically, it's like imagine you talking to a person. It's like everything, you think everything's good. Like imagine like your best friend, like you're speaking to your best friend, everything was good, and then suddenly he texts you, he's like, yeah, uh, basically don't talk to me again. And yeah, this friendship is done. Or say like that. This is done. And have a good life. Just I'm gonna go this way, you go that way, and it's yeah, we're done. And that's what I did, basically. And yeah, and that was like one of the first moments in my life where, or that experience or that situation was the first moment in my life. Basically, what from what 2023 has shown me was the first moment in my life where I realized that I can actually hurt people. Like I can hurt people. Like I think for so long I thought that I was a good guy. Like, hey, Hans, you're a good guy. Like, because everyone says that. Everyone says that. It's like, hey, Hans, hey, hey. And I thought that, I also thought that as well. I thought, hey, but and this was one of the first moments where I was able to like to to understand how dangerous, yeah, dangerous is a very good word. Dangerous I could be to if I just from that experience and how very badly I handled her feelings, her emotions, her like just her as a person, just handling anyone around you, just how badly I handled that. Like that was very very eye opening for me to see. And I think reflecting on that today, because obviously I was shooting this video, so reflecting on that today, I just felt a lot about how um living outside of Christ, because that's where I was. But when I did all of that, I was like, I wasn't necessarily like living fully in Christ. I was like, I was lukewarm. Lukewarm Christian. I was a lukewarm Christian. That is a lukewarm Christian. Yep. So yeah, when that happened, that was like, oh, I think reflection on it afterwards. Oh, when it happened, I was far from here. I was not thinking about this at all. I was like, I'd moved on. Actually, I had moved on. Like as soon as I did, I had moved on. I was gone. I had not had two thoughts about it. It's only when like I started to come back to God and I started really reflecting on like all of this, all of like how I treated and everything. That was like one of the first moments I was like, oh, I can be dangerous. And for me, it's just been a lot of like being very intentional about trying to live by to be more intentional about caring for the people around me, about trying to really like to not want to repeat, but I don't know I don't know if that's like the right mindset, but not wanting to reflect and to make better decisions, to understand how I can also hurt people as well, and how wanting to avoid anything like this, you know forever, because we tried again, and it was like, and another sticking point was again, now she spoke about how she can't, how it's hard for her to trust me again. And for me that was like oh, again, your actions have very like tangible, your actions have very tangible like impacts on people. And so it's very very important for you, don't care how old you are, you have to be very intentional about how you treat people. You have to be very intentional about your actions. You have to be very intentional about how you go about, especially in a with the opposite sex. You have to be very very intentional about that. And it's, as a Christians, like it's very important for you to, when you do allow yourself to expose to expose to to what's the word? Expose is too strong, but okay, let's go with expose for now. When you allow yourself to expose yourself to those type of situations where you are trying to build something, you have to, because your hearts are going to be so open, you literally open yourself up to someone else. Like you have to be very very like, not every relationship is going to be successful, but there's a way that you can go about it. And I think it just goes back to like the fruits of the spirit. It's like always when you like maintain yourself in God, you can still maintain yourself in God when you're still trying to go about seeking a relationship, because a relationship or courting, right? Because you're not in a relationship, but in that courting stage, you have to be very intentional about maintaining God, and maintaining God to still be the center, to still be the director of this whole thing. So I think for me, that's one of like the biggest things that I've taken from that situation. And hopefully I don't know if, hopefully in the future. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully in the future. Hopefully in the future. If any case like that comes around, then I will be more confident. Not more confident, more spirit led. Holy Spirit led. Yeah, that's what I think. That's my review of that situation. Next is situation number two, which is a situation where, oh my days, I was heartbroken. Not because of anything this girl's done, not because of anything I've done, but it's just by feelings. And feelings can sometimes be your enemy. That's yo wow. What a sentence. Feelings can sometimes be your enemy. Can they be? Love, I don't think like okay, wow, falling in love with a person is not like it's not what is that? Like what is that? Like especially when it's not successful. Like what do you do? Yeah, that's basically what happened. So second situation with this girl that I met was met yeah, met I met her in 20 I don't even know, but it's not this year. It's been a while. No, maybe like two. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a minute though. It's been a minute. So, oh my days, I fell for this girl hard. Hard. Wow, I'm still till this day, I still have effects just from this guy, just from this guy. I still have effects just from just how intense and how deep those feelings were for her. It was very very deep, and uh, and I think why is because it was a situation where I wasn't necessarily like this is the worst part. I like it was like a first like you're seeing her as like oh my god I'm flipping in love with you. It wasn't like that. It was like it's like the worst part is when you get to know them. That's like the worst. That's the worst falling in love when you get to know the person. It's like oh my god, yo, it's like nah. That's the worst, and that's what happened. Like I just when you just got to know her more and more, you start to get to know her character, just her as a person, and it was just like wow, you are very very amazing. You've just everything like wow. You are amazing, and that's what happened. That's what happened. So it's just like I got to know why am I so afraid to say what I love? I don't know why I'm so afraid. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm very afraid. Yeah. So basically, that's what happened. And then first time I told her, she's like, I'm not really. I think I like him more as a friend. I was broken. I was broken. That itch broke me. And you know why? Because I had to see her. I had to see her again. With like a girl that you ask and like normally or you'd like for it to be like someone who at least you can avoid them. I go to the same class. We go to the same class. We go to the same it was just bad. It was just a bad situation all around. Not bad. It wasn't bad. It was just like uncomfortable. That's the word. It was just uncomfortable for me. But it was chill. We were both grown enough to handle that situation in a adult what's an adult's way? In a professional and good manner. And so yeah. So that was the first part. And then, all right, good. I let that go. I let that go. Then this year, flip, it was this year. That's why I spoke about clarity. It was this year. Actually, it was like maybe 2 months or 1 month back. I spoke to her again. And it's like, oh my God. It was just like everything. Okay, backstory. Actually, backstory. Very, very important backstory is why I started speaking to her again before this month, or last month, sorry, was it was I have no idea when it was. Whenever it was, but it was very recently. Very recently. Um so I was thinking about relationships as you know, and as a Christian, it's like when it's like you when you like bring topics to God, and you're like, God, I don't know how to deal with this. And it's like, okay, you know what the first thing you should do? I the first that came to mind is all right, I'm gonna fast. And for me, the fasting was about clarity. that's the first thing I was like, okay, clarity. This is what I want to do. I want to just gain clarity over, because these feelings were so intense. I'm like, God, I need, like, are you sure? Like, what's going on here? Like, she like, okay, maybe that first time was like, all right, that was that time. Maybe now, so I just want a clarity on that. So, boom, first time was on. That's so first day started fasting. That literally the first day that I started fasting, she texted me, and it was like, and that's why I said feelings can be your enemy, because the main point of this fast was clarity. Me, on the other hand, because my feelings became involved, because my emotions came involved, I fell again. I was like, oh, this is the girl, this is the girl. I'm gonna, I'm gonna do. Oh, this is okay. God, this is finally, it's happening. I said, oh, okay, it's time. Oh my God, a week went by, was a Sunday. Like how our conversation was mirrored, was like how it was like constructed was like she said something, and then okay, and then I said something about like a verse. I said something about wanting peace, right? Like you should have peace between your brother and sister. And then she was like, she gave me the fire like reply. She was like, um, she was like, what did she say? She said, the Bible also says that when you have a grievance with with a brother or sister, you should let it be known. And so I used the opportunity to be like, okay, when you didn't when I asked you the first time, what is like the reason why you said no, like the first time to us, just like pursuing a relationship. And she was like, I've just never liked you like that. What? What? I've just never liked you. I was rocked. Hey, oh my God, that rocked me. I was not okay. I was not okay. And oh my days, wow, 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 what? That was a that was very. It was. I loved the. It was good because, hey, as I said, what is the main point of the fast? Clarity. And what happened? Feelings. My feelings became involved. So it just became this whole thing of me going back and just experiencing all those feelings I had before. And it was like, it was so bad because I started to lose trust in myself, in my thoughts, in just like, I lost trust in myself because of that. Because it was just like, I'd allowed myself to like fall into this idea of something possibly happening again. And because everything was so good, I lost track of like what is the main objective of this. And that was just like clarity. And so, oh my days, whew, I had to just rebuild that trust, even with God. I had to like, I definitely had to, it challenged my trust in God, because I had to like look at it, I was looking at it like, for God to have like taken me and like put me in this situation, like it just felt like, damn, like you gotta like put me here again. And it was just like, whew, whew. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. I just had to like, I had to like very much just like calm down. I had to relax myself. I had to like just rebuild that trust again with God and allow it to be a journey. And I think that's one of the biggest learning points as well, 2023, is allowing my relationship with God to be a journey. To not expect like good things all the time. Don't expect everyday prosperity, everyday good things. But to in these uncomfortable social moments where it's like, God, did this really have to happen? Why is this happening? Like it's not fun anymore. It's not fun anymore. And like allowing yourself and allowing God to like allowing myself and God to like work together on this and to build a partnership where I had this very, very deep like attraction, and maybe even possibly like feelings towards this, not possibly, definitely very, very real feelings towards this person, that I had to allow God to really, really work in me. And that only started when I would say I'm still working on it now, but it's just working on surrendering and trusting in God, in like being able to let this person go. And a lot of I think after it happened, I reflected on, or just like the question of love came into mind. And there's not this, it's like the story of Genesis, right? When God, not God, when Adam and Eve ate the apple. And from my understanding, and I feel like that's what like Holy Spirit is like teaching us through that, is like when Adam and God is omnipresent, right? So that means that he's everywhere at the same time. He's in this car right now, he's in wherever you're watching this right now, he's everywhere. And so he never changes. So he was surely at that moment, he was there when the devil was tempting or trying to tempt Adam and Eve. And for me, what I got from that, especially look at my context of this, like having these feelings for this girl not being able to be reciprocated, was it was a moment where like um God could have like stopped the devil from like telling, be like, no, 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 don't. Hey, these are my kids. This is like, what are you doing? But because he loved them so much, he couldn't. Because love is not one way. Love is not like, I love you, so that means you have to love me. It's not. And so Adam and he for God wanted for God to truly, truly love them, and for Adam and Eve to truly, truly love God, they had to like go through this. They had to go through this situation where each of them had to fight the desire to eat the apple, which unfortunately they did not. And God had to allow Adam and Eve to be tempted, and to even go further, that to eat the apple and to literally disobey him out of and that's that love, that is free will. And I think that's one of like the biggest lessons that I got from this situation was free will, free will, free will, free will, free will. That, hey, you're, and whoever, maybe anyone, hey, actually another reason why I also wanted to speak about this one is also because I've learned that a lot of guys, and I'm sure also girls, have like that say have been in that same situation where they've really like been so in love with like, I wouldn't say the person, but the idea of this person, like, and justifiably, right? This person is mine. Like, this person is like, this person fits me so well. But then they just like, no. Or they've been in a relationship with that person, and unfortunately they've broken up with them, and it doesn't look like there's any prospect of them getting back together. So it was just like, I just wanted this, my story to be of, hey, I see you, bro. I see you. I see. It's hard. Hey, it's hard, bro. When you when you like going on the IG, when you're like going back and message, like, how did I miss all of this? Like, it's very hard. It's, but I truly like, not, yeah, I truly believe, and I also know because I've seen it. I'm like living in it, like working on living in it every day. That God will be with you in that journey of having to like let go, of having to let go of this idea, of having to let go of like this person, of having to also to allow that person to not love you back, to also not love you back. And that is, sucks, but it's important. It's important. It's very important. um yeah, 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 yeah. That was, I don't know what to do with myself now. Yeah. Mm. What are we doing now? I don't know what we're doing now. Let's go to the next topic. Next topic is porn. Next topic is porn. Next topic is porn. Pornography. So, why am I speaking about pornography? Well, that's a good question, especially in a review video, because that is actually a very big part of my life. Ha! That is funny. That is a very, but it is. It's very true though. That is a very big pornography is like a very big part of my life. for what? 20, say, I want to say like at least 7 years, 8 years. I want to say 8 years. It's been a present and very like there part of my life for at least 8 years. So I think not just like not hey, not free, brother. Working every day, struggling, falling every. Oh my god. Hey, yep. And it's been hard. It's been very honestly annoying. It's been very annoying to say to be like to still be dealing with it, to still be dealing with porn. But yeah, it's been very annoying. It's been very like God, what is it like? It's been another lesson where I've had to like walk in this journey of failing and having to work on my endurance. Because what I'm also understanding as well is that watching and especially the act of watching pornography is like it's not just it's obviously like sex is like a drive, right? But it's also it's a puzzle. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. So like watching porn is like one it's like just a small part of it. But like there's so many different pieces that you need to be able to if you really want to like look at me. I am still dealing with it. I'm like just speaking out of like what I've learned so far, right? But like one piece of it is like just watching porn. But to build this puzzle of it is like you need to also go back to like your you need to go to the historical back. You need to go to the background. Like there's stuff in your what your maybe something that happened early in your life. Maybe it's a situation that happened. And for me, again, more clarity. That's what I feel like a lot of this year has been about. Not a lot. September, November. Did I miss? I think I did miss a month. And October. That's basically September, October, and like this month. A lot has been about clarity and trying to understand why do I watch porn? Why am I still dealing with this? Why? Like, what's going on? And one of the biggest things, or one of the biggest things for me, hopefully, hey, maybe this could encourage you. Hopefully, encourages. Hopefully, hey, I pray it does encourage you. But one of the things was, uh, maybe like my confidence and damn, am I about to speak about this? I don't know if I'm ready, but shit, we here now. Wait a minute. All right, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. If I don't speak about it, I'll probably leave this cut. Are we doing this? 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 All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See, I'm sitting up even. I'm sitting. Hey, hey. You know, since when people sit up, it's time to get serious. Time to get serious. All right. So this is my jigsaw puzzle, or what I've discovered. These are pieces that I've discovered so far in my jigsaw puzzle watching porn. So first part is uh primary school. Primary school, there was a situation that happened. I was probably at fault. I don't know what happened, but girls got really mad at me, and I got really like, oh shit. No one's like, I got very afraid of like girls. I don't know, like, from what I remember, I think I like dissed a girl, and it was like a whoa. Everyone like all the girls like turned on me. It was like a flip. Oh flip, what have I done? And like I got scared of girls from that point on, right? So that's the first puzzle. So like I developed a very uh like I wouldn't talk to girls. I wasn't very confident speaking to girls. I wouldn't want to speak to them. I wouldn't want to like, conversate with them. I didn't want to like do anything with them basically. And then that came into high school where it just became a whole thing where because I had not been speaking to girls for so long, I kind of forgot how to talk to girls without like it being out of the context of relationship. So like I got into this mindset where I could only speak to girls when it was a relationship or when you're like trying to get like or not sexual acts. Maybe it's like that's a bit of the exercise. Or like trying to like what's the word? Flirt. Yes, that's it. Or like flirt or like, do stuff with girls. So I think that's what I learned about that. And so that was one part of my where I started to think of girls only in one certain context, right? And so that was like that really began to like really like break down like just really like impact me a lot. And then the other part was about myself. And another part was me not not being confident in myself. And now this is more on the physical appearance. So like people have always told me like, hey, even like everyone, like oh not everyone, okay, Hans, relax. But not everyone, but like people have been like, yo, you're very, very handsome, bro, you're very cute. And like, okay, I hear that. But for me, I've never seen myself as that. So it's been a part of me where I've always been very, I don't know what the word is, but when you like think of yourself very badly, like bad self image and bad self worth. So it's like those two things just combining, and then I just like very had like a very bad idea of myself. And so in the context of in a sexual context, I would like use porn to kind of like be in a space um where what's the word, where people are being attracted to each other sexually. So it's like I was using that to kind of want to put myself in that space. And so I was seeking that, through that, So it's like that's where I kind of like have been trying to like engage, or yo, God has been good. That's like been like the few like sources of like clarity that he's been like teaching me, like showing me a lot. So like yeah, what else could I say? I think those are like the two biggest things. Is like looking back at like my past, and also like my also mental, like my mental how I'm structured basically. So I think those two things. So yeah, so I just like very, very much look forward to those are the two main things as well. Those are two main things. So yeah, but as I said, it is a puzzle. It is not a like these are just two things. Like even for me, this is just like two pieces of a puzzle. There's still so much that I need to like get, because I'm still dealing with it now. So it means that there's more parts that I'm missing that I need to like keep on reflecting on, keep on seeking. And also another thing is endurance. And that I feel like is something I'm still learning right now, is endurance. A verse today. Is it today? Yes, it is today. It is today. Today. Says what, the 20, I don't know what, it's the 24th. I believe it's 24th. The 24th was about and I got into a what? I've been trying to like learn about endurance. I feel like a lot of part of why I watch porn is because I don't have endurance at all. Like like when you watch porn, like that feeling where it's like, oh fuck, I want to watch porn. Boom, like as soon as that happens, I have zero willpower to like be like, no. I'm like maybe for like a few hours, maybe even a day probably, but once that feeling happens, I'm probably going to watch porn. So it's like I need to, what I've been learning, and the jigsaw puzzle is endurance. And a verse that I've been really, really, that is my, I'm trying to make my memory verse, is it's First Corinthians something. But it speaks about God will never give you a test that is bigger than what you can handle. He will always give you a way out. He will always like he's always there. He's faithful. It speaks about I like all right, we're back for the second. So basically my memory card failed because I've been speaking for 59 minutes, and that was the full capacity that I had left. Imagine 59 minutes I've just been sitting here and speaking to a camera. Very, very interesting. So, if I'm not mistaken, the last part was about porn. And I feel like I just checked it, and it was like the last part was about me speaking about the verse of Corinthians. And damn, I should have checked it. But yeah, just basically like just go basically I got it from the Bible study like tools. So it's just search Bible verses on endurance, and it has like 14. So it's like I'm really that's one which stood out to me. But I would really, really just urge anyone, we all need endurance in like this race, this Christian race that we're all like dealing with. Because yeah, I'm dealing with porn, but like there's so many different things that we're all dealing with, because our flesh is like we all have different things that like we sin, or that is keeping us like from truly inhabiting the good things that God has for us, and that he gives graciously. That I should add, that he gives graciously. So it's not about shit. If I stop watching porn today, I'll still need God basically. So I don't want that. I just want to make that clear. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. That is all I have on my 2023. This video is probably 1 hour, like a few minutes, maybe like 5 minutes. So, I feel like this is a really good time to just like reflect on now, like where I am now. Yeah, just to like wrap up the video as well. So, where am I now? So, right now I'm in the car. Huh. What? What? Sorry. Yeah. Um. Uh. Wow. Why did you do that now? Okay. What am I saying? Where am I now? I am in a very good. Am I? I'm in a good space. I'm in a good space in terms of where I feel that with my relationship with God, I'm becoming more intentional on not trying to force anything, not trying to rely on my own strength, not trying to rely on me to save myself, but it's on working on relying on God. Next, another verse that I'm like still very, very much heavy on is the verse on work. So he's going to be faithful enough to finish the work that he has started. And so that's literally all I have because I have zero strength. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm done. So it's like for me, it's just about like just leaving it to God and just allowing Him to be like, hey, God, I hate this part about me, but I'm trusting in you that in this journey that we are on together, that you are going to finish the good work that you have started. Right. The good work that you have started. And so yeah, that's where I am right now. Uh like looking out and like being trying to be not trying but being more positive is I am doing so flipping good. I'm doing amazing right now. I'm doing more. What's like the highest point of like I am I'm a like it's good. It's very good. God's been good. I'm very, very humbled by all the good things that have been happening. Caesar of the Cross is doing amazing. We went to a place and we like taught kids. Me and my sister and my very good friend from church, Junior, were like we went and like we worked with like kids and like teaching about Jesus. It's like, yo, this is like that is like whoa, wow. Okay, God. Okay, I see you. I see you. Because even like the whole idea of what is called like the playground is like I wouldn't expect um me like just God, man, just God is like wow. Damn, I wish I had like the words to be able to speak like how like God is amazing and He's doing very good work through me and through these like the projects that I'm engaging with and including allowing me to include other people and like allowing people to like give me so much very beautiful feedback, which I really appreciate from each and every one of you. Like the comments, like WhatsApp messages, the IG messages, so good. I love you guys so much, man. You're amazing. Um, Even with like this, like doing videos like this is something which has like been on mind for a year, probably a year. Is it a year? Probably more than a year. Because I got this like original idea in December, so just of starting to see the cross, and so like to start to see it taking shape is like whoa, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. Wow, I'm just here for the ride. I always like think about it, but it's like it may seem like I have things figured out, but I honestly don't know. But I'm just I'm just winging it. Like I'm just winging it. Like every day, just wake up. It's like, hey, just allow God to just work. Allow Him to work, and that's where I am right now. Just allowing God to work, allowing myself to just to enjoy His presence, to enjoy serving Him, to enjoy also to be loved by Him. Ooh, that's another one. To enjoy being loved by God, and to enjoy like even in like the smallest things, not always like the biggest things, like okay for example like maybe last week Saturday was like a time where I just like um I was alone in the house, right? And it was a situation where, and mind you, it was a time where I'd watch porn like in the morning, and I'd like felt so bad. It was just like a very, I just felt like so lost basically, or like how to go about the day. And God had like, so I said, just allowing God to love you is like, I had plans to go out, those didn't come to fruition. And so it was just me in the house. My parents and my sister had left. They actually even left the country that day. And so it was just me in the house. And I because you also have to make the decision to choose, but I chose to just enjoy God's presence that day and to enjoy being loved by God. In this moment, it looked like Him just making me stay in the house and just be with Him. And so it's not like I did anything special. I literally just washed. I cleaned the house. I read my Bible. I was listening to music. Like I just like listened to like Christian music the whole day, and it was like that time. It was so intentional that I felt that God was like, I just want to sit with you. I just want to chill with you. I just want to enjoy this day with you. Like, hey, let's just chill. Let's just have a good day in the house. We're not doing anything different. We're just like, but it was like so intentional of just like being with, of wanting to choose God and like just relaxing with God, honestly. And so yeah, that was very much one of my, that's something which that's that I feel like that's just where I am right now, is like learning to continuously seek God and to allow God to seek me, and to like, also, yeah, to just to be in a good space with Him, man. All right. Yeah. That's where I am right now. That's where I am right now. Now, next part, now wrapping this up. This is probably long as conclusion. But for the future, what do I see for the future? For me, it's definitely more, hopefully it's more videos. Hopefully it's more like Christian content type of videos. Hopefully it's me doing well in school. Hopefully that's a suggestion. Maybe pass school, maybe, I don't know. We'll see but yeah, let's pass, let's get our degree. Let's see. Um oh, okay. I don't Hopefully, okay, this is very interesting, but like, do I want a relationship? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel like that's where I am right now. I don't think so. So hopefully, and hopefully this is aligning with God, is no relationship. And that's like a decision that I want to make. It's like, hey, I just want to chill, just be, not be single, just be, hey, geez, what's up? What's up with you, man? Let me see what's the relationship with you like a bit with me. For like, let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. And a lot of good things have been happening. So I guess, yeah, that's where I am right now. Uh hopefully, hopefully a job. Yo, hopefully a job. Like, things are very, very serious. Like, there's a like unemployment, and like just the opportunity to seek like stable employment is like very, very like difficult right now. So hopefully there's a job or jobs, or more opportunities. Uh yeah, opportunity, yeah. That's it. What else? That's it. That's my future outlook. Hopefully I've been as descriptive and been very fun with that. That's the video. I think that's the video. That is the video. 2023 in review. That's a long ass video, but hey, man, it's been fun. It's been fun. Has it been? I don't think it's been really fun because, yeah, it's been very, very open. I've been very open, more open than I thought I'd be. Very vulnerable, very truthful. I hope I've been very truthful. Very, very, very true. I've been very respectful to a lot of like people that I've spoken about too. So that's where I am right now. That's my 2023 to the best that I could portray on this YouTube video. Best believe there's so many more blessings that I could have spoken about. There's so many more, like, even what mistakes that I could have spoken about. There's so many more strengths that I could have spoken about. But just for the ones that I've spoken about here, I truly hope that they are helpful to you, that they are insightful, and that they are edifying to your spirit and edifying to your relationship with God, and bring you back to Him. That's the whole goal. That's the main goal of this. Oh, is, can this bring you back to God? Can you see what Hans has done? When you see, like, okay, Hans did this, Hans did that, and like just show you, like, hey, God, what's happening here? I want to see what this boy is talking about. Oh, I want. Oh, okay. Now I see. Now, oh, this is a confirmation. Okay, God, He's also doing this. He's also experiencing this too. Okay, so it's normal. Okay, good. All right, and that's what it's about. That's all this is about. Yeah. So that's the end of the video. I love each and every one of you, especially if you get to this point. Especially if you get to the ends. I don't, because my videos are very long, and especially on this channel. They are so long. I'm so confused why. Okay, I enjoy long videos. I enjoy making long videos because it means I do like a lot more research, or I speak a lot, which is very fun to do, and it's very fun to sit under bright lights and in car parks and to have anxiety that people are watching you. It's very fun. It's really, really fun. Promise you. I promise you. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for the 1,000th time. And like literally, like thank you very much. Love each and every one of you. And hopefully I'll see you next year or even this year. Hopefully. Whichever time I see you. Happy festive season. Happy Christmas. Happy life. Happy life with God. Happy life with Jesus. Happy life with the Holy Spirit. And have an amazing time with have an amazing time with your family, with anyone who's around you. If yourself, have an amazing time with God. That's the one. Have an amazing time with God. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye. There we go.
I'll be running out with Yahweh. Mama, don't worry about me, I'll be okay.